Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why it's not. Was it good now? I can't even tell. I'm like looking at the bottom. There's like I don't even know what to call it. It's like my signal strength, I guess. And it looks good, but then it's dropped a couple of times, which I don't even really know why. Okay, it's like I have 0 dropped frames. I don't know what's going on. Tempted to change my video encoder. I don't think it's going to though, based off of what I just saw. Let's see. Is it stable now? It looks like it might be stable now. I changed some settings over the weekend for OBS. I think what is going on? Like I don't even know where to look or what to do really. Hmm. Honey, it's a little cold. I think it's an OBS thing because I did the auto configured. And I also dropped the kilobits per second because it kept yelling at me last time. I cut it in half. Maybe. No, something's definitely going wrong on my end. It's not just YouTube. I changed the encoder again back to what it was. And I dropped it down to 5,000 kilobits instead of 10, which last week we did it at 20, no problem. The only thing that was a problem was YouTube didn't want it. It was like, just lower it, please. But like the other thing is, I'm not even dropping any frames either. So I don't know why it's struggling. But I guess at 5,000 we won't hit any we won't have any hitches. I just want to watch it for a second. Sorry, this is a really lame start to the stream. I just want to watch to make sure. I wish I could. I guess I could kind of show you guys, but there's just like a little kilobits per second in the bottom of my screen that I'm just staring at. Because every like 5 to 10 seconds, it'll go from 4 green bars to nothing. They're all grayed out, and there's an X, and it's 0 kilobits per second, and then it goes back up. Yeah, I think we're doing good. Keep me posted in chat if anything happens. I will just go on as if nothing is happening. But it went down again. And YouTube is just gonna continue to say that stream is healthy. Don't know about that one. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with some hitching then for this stream, and then next Monday. But in saying the usual, if you want me to say your name out loud in the chat, then say something right now. Or out loud in the chat. Say something in the chat now, and I will say your name out loud when I say hello to everybody. And the way I do that is I say hello to every name that's said anything in chat today. Also, I had a poll going. I'll put that poll back up real quick. Make sure I'm not gonna run over my dog here. I'm running over my soldering irons wire. But I put up a poll asking if anybody has, or how many of you have seen my community posts from this weekend. And I am asking because I am doing another video too, and that'll probably be the last upload of May, right before the Switch 2 launches. Just felt like doing another one. Those are fun. I was going through making shorts out of the old hot takes videos, so I wanted to hear. So might as well do another hot take video on the Switch 2 here. It's a retro gaming channel. But the reason why I'm looking off camera is because I actually have my old TV set up. You can't see it, it's right there. But I have my old TV set up as a third monitor instead of looking at my iPad. And it's been going nice. I've recorded a couple times with it. And it's very nice to have a little reference up here as well. As I can see chat, and I can see like a little bit of YouTube Studio stuff. Otherwise, I have to look over. And I guess I can play the music again. I have the video going at 240p, so that really shouldn't affect the stream. If you want me to say hello to you, now's the time to say something in chat, because I'm going to start saying hello to everybody. We've got Michael GC UK, Iruli and Kale, Andrew V, Harsh, James, Retro Rich, Demon Fox King, and Draco HP7. Hello, how are you doing? And Joseph, and my mom, and Jonas. Oh my gosh. Hello from Brazil. Hello. Oh, we're dropping frames again. Nice. We still haven't dropped a single frame somehow, but we keep dropping connection. I'm kind of tempted to like turn the Wi-Fi on and off, just like on my computer, to see if that would fix anything. But I don't want to start stream a third time here. How do you say? Because Brazil speaks Portuguese, right? Hello from Alberta. Alberta's not French Canadian, right? It's Middle West, not Midwest, because that's in the East. I never understood that one. Minnesota. Someone's yelling outside. All right. Camera. And we'll address this real quick. I guess we'll address the crookedness here. But last stream, I had a GBA as my border because I wanted to have it be this full. But for my top down, if I wanted to do this, it wouldn't let me crop it. It crops it in both. I didn't want to have a cropped one here. So I just found something that would block out the rest of the 16:9. And that was a Game Boy Advance. And then someone left, honestly, a pretty rude comment on the stream because they didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite. Yes, it blocked this be full screen and get rid of the old border, even though I like this border. And then I actually found out a very odd way. I think it's almost like a glitch because it's this weird way to camera on the scene. So I was able to put it back and have the best of both worlds. You got your way, but your comment was still mean. I just want to say that. I don't remember who it was, but they were like a regular viewer too. So I was like, well, that's kind of lame. Anyways, today we are going to be doing a Spice Orange SP as the title and thumbnail suggests, and we're also going to be doing a Clear Blue SP. These are both the V2 mods, and we will be adding matching clear blue buttons to this SP. Going to your retro store to buy a GBA, cool. You could buy one from me at retroremaster.com. Along with this really cool sweatshirt, or I mean, it's the dark gray, the dark heather gray version. I don't do black shirts unless it's the N64 one. I like the dark heather gray. It's a little bit nicer in my opinion. But anyways, enough full face cam. I just had to advertise there. It felt like a good opportunity. We'll take everything out of their baggies. We're going back to the community post. I wanted to shout it out here in the stream because I want as many people to respond to it as possible. And if you want to be in a video, if you want to be a part of one of my videos, you have a really good chance if you just respond with your hottest take about the Switch 2 on that community post. Or you could go yeah, where did that, oh, I haven't taken this out of the bag yet. I think I have enough comments to make maybe you have a really good one. I'm gonna make this video just to say how I feel about the Switch 2 and argue some of people's complaints about it. Thank you, Michael. Nice. I'm glad that me and Tito have inspired you to mod a GBA yourself. As much as I like making money, I personally like seeing that people get inspired by me to want to do it themselves. I think that's kind of cooler. Appreciate the money. then I'm fine either way. Let's see here. Are these the... Nope, 10 and 1. Okay. Almost done getting everything out of their baggies. Come on. Can't forget these. Oh man, this bag does not want to tear. Are we still... Oh. Are we good? Stream... Okay. Apparently there's been a couple times where stream just... YouTube stops getting my stream entirely. That's nice. I think I will be cruising through this stream just so it can end, because I just don't think YouTube's gonna me, but I don't know, it could be YouTube. Because I tried everything that I know. Seeing something's... I just like, I don't even know what to do about it. Something's not right. It still shows every so often that the like my internet speed goes from 5,000 to 0 and then comes back. At the beginning, when I was doing the iPad stuff to make it my third monitor, I was dropping a lot of frames, but I still have dropped 0 frames throughout all of this. It's just hitching, and I don't know why. My CPU... Okay, my fan's just kicked up there for a second. I don't even know. Is my GPU doing something? Is it something hardware related? Is it software related? Do I need to restart my router? I don't know. The only thing, print off something today, it couldn't find my computer. Or it couldn't find my printer. My phone couldn't find my printer. I eventually figured it out. I just disconnected from Wi-Fi and reconnected to Wi-Fi. This is the last black one that I've got. I guess I'll just do matching ones there. Okay. Second part. Did you try and stop mining crypto during the stream? Yeah, because I'll tell you how to do that. I love looking over and seeing YouTube say excellent connection while it's literally buffering. Nice. Okay, let's get caps out for these. I can't get the cap on for this. There we go. Nugget, stop. Okay, let's do some actual modding. GBA SPs for my shiny hunting setup. Now I have enough spare pots to mod more. This Harvey is hard to get out of. Yeah. Don't make it your day job. Dang, shiny hunting. I mean, like, I think that's super cool that you're shiny hunting on original hardware. But man, that's gotta be tough. How annoying is it for you to games, or do you not? Do you just leave your shinies in the GBA games? Hi, Michael. Or Mikhail. Is it Mikhail or Michael? You move them up to Violet? Yeah, how long does that take you to move these up? I imagine once you get to like Bank, it's probably not that hard, but because you have to go from like the GBA games into Diamond and Pearl, or can you go straight to Gen 5 with those? And then from there, you have to do the Poke Transporter into Bank, and then Bank into Home. Mikhail? Is that how you say it? Mikhail? I know nothing about pronunciation in French. Don't you have to like catch the Pokemon again when you transfer from 3 to 4? It would just make me not want to hunting outside of like 3DS games. I mean, is really Ultra Sun and Moon is the what's it? Oh man, the thing where the legendaries are the. No, and I did shiny hunt in Let's Go Pikachu. That was fun because you could just sit there and completing the Pokedex wasn't so bad, just having to get 151. But I complete the Pokedex in every Pokemon. I do not have the drive to any of the GBA games. You know what? Actually, that would be kind of fun to do like a stream series where I'm just like trying to catch them all. Gen 1 to Gen 2. Or we can do Gen 1 to Gen 2 trades, right? Or does it have to be Gen 1 to Gen 1 and Gen 2 to Gen 2? And I think now with the 3DS, if you can hack your original save from a cartridge onto Gen 1 and 2 games, you can put that into bank, right? In gold, silver, and crystal, and get those up into Scarlet and Violet. Right, late to the stream, where can I get this exact color shell? I should have a link in the description to it. Might be a more generic one. I get these off of AliExpress, in combination with one of the screen kits, either the V5 screen. Same thing with this. Right now, AliExpress might not be the best place to buy, the most economical place to buy. It's actually not too bad for Game Boy mod kits, because I think they fall under the tariff code, which is exempt for the like phone stuff right now, or if it's just like not that big of an increase depending on the listing you look at. I just bought some inventory this week, so prices did go up, but not as bad. 45% increase that said import charges were included are actually including the import charges. We will see. If not, I have a bone to pick with AliExpress. But speaking of tariffs, I got on the whole, and I wanted to, even though retromodding is a Canadian story about, if you buy from a weird specific thing that they only have in stock in Canada, 99% of the time you probably won't run into any tariff issues with retromodding. And that includes my black ice shells. If you want to get either of the black ice or black ice permafrost, you can grab them at the new low price, save 5% on top of that. How about that? How you like them apples? Hey Jake, a new shell is due to arrive tomorrow. Late shell swap a couple days ago, and the ribbon/hinge had me pulling the grand. If you have a 3D printer, there are some hinge removal tools that you can print. The one that I tried was small and irritating, and I complaining about that on chat recently, on stream recently, and someone for that at least dropped the Discord for a better one that has like a handle and is more ergonomic for people with normal size hands. And I never looked at that because I haven't had to deal with any popping out any hinges really since then. But otherwise, if you don't have a 3D printer or access to one, oh my goodness, you can use to pop out the hinge down here, just putting it that you can fit it here. And you might want to try, and you'll definitely want to try pushing these in, not too much, because you can break these little pins, pushing them in before you pop it out, and then you pop it out. But you want to pop out the first when it's open and you have this thing unscrewed. And so you pop that open, and then like so. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Watch my in-depth tutorial. But if you have it open like this, and then it'll be loose like this, and then you can just pull it out slightly like that, and you can just pop it out of there. Boom, you're done. And then I'll show you how to reinsert the hinges in a little bit when we get there with this stream. I've done it so many times, and I really, really despise doing it because it's annoying, but it's not as bad now that I've done it a lot. Okay. Let's get actually these ones. I want these pads for the blue one. Should be able to do the soldering. Well, partially, for the most part. Oh, Joe made the version with the handle? That's cool. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. Joe's a nice guy. Joe Bleeps. Yeah, because Mako made, and it's just a little nub. It's smaller than the hinge, and it's just like, it's just uncomfortable to use. Whew. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and add some solder to these points here. While we've got the iron out and too much solder on my tip anyways. Unplug it, because we can't complete the soldering quite yet. I'm just gonna wipe the flux off of this one because it spilled over onto the pins of the, not that big of a deal, but I just don't want it to mess with the connection, if at all. And now it won't. Okay, so what I do for these ones to put the hinges into place, so you want to find the side where the hole in the cap is. We'll zoom in a little bit, not as crazy as last time. Push it like this, so it's in there like that, not all the way in. And you'll want to do, they're both white, so it doesn't matter. You'll want to have the white end hinge in this side and the black end hinge on this side. It doesn't really matter too much though. It only matters a little bit. And then you'll want to open it up. Sorry, I was getting distracted. The music kind of kicked up. But you push on both sides as you're opening it up, and then once it gets to the, once it gets to the point, it's that open point where it should be open, where Nintendo made it open to, it should slot in a little bit, or quite easier if you have enough pressure on it. You don't need too much pressure though. For some reason, it's just being a little bit of a turd. And my little rubber pad for the corner came off. Yeah, because we have two white ones. It's not gonna click down. That's all right. It's I turn that 2 down. There we go. Doesn't exist, which I didn't even notice until Natalie pointed it out to me. The way I'm dealing with tariffs is I'm still looking at AliExpress because some of them are just eating some of the tariff costs, and a lot of the listings will still have the cost of or like the import charges included in the price, and so it went up a bit, yeah, but it's not as bad as I thought. And I'm gonna raise some of the prices just a little bit on my stuff to counteract it. Some of my things might go up a bit because GameCube shells went from like $30-$40 to like $50-$60. That's just too much to eat. See, that one went in perfectly. Yeah, those hinges are beautiful. But for everybody else in America, I would recommend looking at Zed Labs and Retromodding, because like I said earlier in this company, majority of the stuff that you'll want, I'll go full face cam for this. Majority of the stuff that you'll want will be in their US warehouse. Pretty much all of their stuff don't have any tariffs there. I don't think they're raising their prices because they're a Canadian company. They can still buy all their inventory from China, and it shouldn't really affect them. I don't know how they're getting stuff into the US from Canada and how tariffs are affecting it there. If they're just eating it, I don't know. But it's not something to worry about with Retromodding. And then Zed Labs is in the UK. So yeah, you're going to pay maybe a little bit more for shipping. But exist. I thought he got rid of de minimis entirely. He only got rid of it for China. So as long as your package is under $800, even with the 10% baseline tariffs, you are buying something that's over $800. In China, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or a cent, you still have to pay that 145% tariff unless they include import charges in the Chinese listing that you see. Hopefully that clears up some confusion. But yes, pretty much everything for Game Boy modding is made in China. Nothing really that we can do about it. That's what's frustrating. But yeah. From Canada. Well, I don't know what the Canada and China deal is. I don't know enough about their relations, but I don't think anything's changed since our fun little American tariff war that's going on. So I'm assuming that everything is the same as like last year between China and probably still paying that exact same thing. So all I know is that my prices on the black ice shells with me and the Retromodding went from like 36 down to $31.99 as of yesterday or 2 days ago when I checked. So Retromodding is looking good. But pretty much the only thing that I'm struggling with is going to be N64 shells and GameCube shells. Because like the plastics for Game Boy stuff, it can be blended in with the screens in one listing, and then they're going to do the what's the harmonized code for whatever's going to have lower import charges. So. The US has been requiring information on where the product was made. Thankfully, there are a lot of HS codes and retro stuff, so it'll only be tariff. Okay, I'm confused now. I don't think they can really. I don't know. I mean, he's doing a lot of things that he can't do, but I don't think he can really do anything about that. If it comes from another country, it doesn't really matter where it came from originally. But we're not going to dive into politics or anything here. Only reason I'm talking about it is because it's relevant to Okay, which one of these is the one? There we go. The other tip I have for SP stuff is even though you see me using the aftermarket screws that came with these, I didn't tear these apart for SP stuff. Pretty much every other, kind of annoying. It's just easier for me to do everything. Here we can can't put these in the freaking bag. Power switch. And I'll take the L and R buttons off in a second. We got one more of these left. Kind of hard to tell sometimes with the clear buttons, especially when they match the button of the shell or the color of the shell. It's hard to tell sometimes if I have it in the right position when I'm putting it down. It all blends in so well. Looking over and seeing that we're still disconnecting from time to time. Thank you everybody for sticking with me. Those of you who have, probably be easier to watch in the VOD later. Oh wow, that pin just slid right on through. I appreciate that you guys like watching me live. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like this is too boring of content to watch, but I always get flustered to the point of wanting to just end stream when I have uncontrollable factors messing with my stream, like the stream just cutting out. Now I have to pick out colors in mods. It's relaxing to watch. New mod. Thank you. Okay. Let's drop the speakers in before I forget. And then we can I guess we gotta wait for it to get up to temperature. Then we can solder that down. And we can click these in place. Pop that over. Boom. Do the same thing to this side. Don't stop streaming. It helps me work better knowing I'm not the only one modding right now. I appreciate that. Sometimes, though, I'm like, I'd rather just put on a podcast and be in my own zone. I mean, I still mod outside of the streams, obviously. But I definitely enjoy those days, too, where I don't have to, like, think about being entertaining or trying to be entertaining. Overlap here between retro gaming nerds and Marvel nerds. Anybody see Thunderbolts this weekend? I did. I liked it. Do 2 mods at a time? Because typically I have 2 spots to fill in my lineup. I try and have 10 Game Boys at all times available. Right now I don't. I'm hoping to have that fixed by the end of the week. But I like to have 10 different kinds of Game Boys in stock for every Game Boy model. And so typically I have at least 2 slots available. Like right now I have 8 SPs available. After this it'll be 10. And doing them at the same time is typically more efficient. I used to do it one after another. Plus one mod for one stream. I could do one mod in like 2 minutes. No, that's not true. I could do it very fast though. I've done it very fast before. So doing 2 will make the stream actually last an hour. A lot of streamers will stream for like 4 hours at a time. I would hate to do 4-hour modding streams every week. Multiple times a day, or multiple times a week would be brutal too. I like streaming. I don't want to be a streamer. Maybe if it was just streaming games, yeah. But I love tinkering with this stuff. I love working on this stuff. I'm multiple times a week. Some weeks I am though. Don't think I have. So we're gonna open up these power switches. Whew. And where is my pen? It's fun listening to you while I repair student Chromebooks. That has got to be brutal. How disgusting are those things? Honestly, I think it would be kind of fun to switch it up and do that for like a video or a stream. But doing like an almost newsy story, like a report on repairs of student MacBooks would kind of be a fun video to do. Because Linus has talked about it a bit on the channel. Seems interesting. But I don't know if I would want to do that for a job. I feel for you. Wrong time to take a drink. Hyrulean Kale says a urinal covered in fluids or broken in half over a knee. Wrong time to take a drink. Thanks for that one. That sounds awful. Again, I don't want that for a job. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I know what it's like to go to high school, and I know what high school kids are like. And I was thinking about, oh wow, it's been coming up on my my first reunion. Ugh. It's weird to think I'm 26. I'm gonna need you to restock GameCubes close to October. I can probably do October. I'll forget by then, but I can probably. I hope to have some soon. I did buy. It's not gonna be a wide variety. I do have Pico Boots on the way. GameCube shells at an okay price that AliExpress would let me get. They literally limit your cutoff. I'm like, why? Why not sell me more? I think it's because like there's free shipping and they're big and bulky, so it kind of like takes away from their money. But man, there's like one listing in the US on AliExpress, and so I was like, I'll get it from there, no import charges. I tried my best with my most recent restock, because the last thing I want to do is raise prices. Because it sucks. Like, if like all this stuff is happening in America, but there's people selling. I have to compete with everybody around the world, and so for a free and fair market, it's not gonna be free and fair for me. If I'm competing with people selling around the world that don't have to deal with the same crap that I'm having to deal with, then people are just gonna go buy from them. Thankfully, I already have some of the lowest prices. At least for the big guys. That make the transition easier. Natalie has a new mod. I believe she calls it the Poco Plus, and I think the only thing you have to transfer over is the CPU. Could be wrong. There might be another thing. You might have to transfer the crystal over too, but I think it's the easiest one yet, and it's got support for like stereo speaker and like an easy LiPo battery mod. Like, you literally just like add the LiPo battery. I think it's that simple. I need to refresh that in my memory. But spoiler alert, over, let's see, can you even see it? Go full face cam. This wait for it. I can get it. This is hard to do. Right there, that red brick there. It's a DMG. Might be a Game Boy Color in there, who knows? That'll hopefully be up for the members on Friday. But nothing, no updates from Bucket Mouse on anything, I don't think. And yeah, Natalie's is looking easier than chopping a board in half and replacing everything on the bottom half and doing a bunch of small wires. What's the current best SP battery? It's almost like you're giving me a great segue. Time to put in the batteries. These are kind of unfortunately now the best. It's not supposed to come out. I mean, it's not like it's locked in or anything, but these are capacity battery for GBA SP. It is a 950 milliamp hour LiPo battery. It is drop in. There's nothing. It just plop it in there, and even has quite a bit of charge to start. Sweet. This is far and away the best one, best bang for the buck, and literally the longest lasting out of all. This is a $9 battery, pre-shipping and pre-tariffs, but I think it's carried by people like Retro Game Repair Shop and Retro Modding. I know Retro Game Repair Shop has it. I don't know if Retro Modding has it. And like I said earlier, they shouldn't have any raised prices on anything at Retro Modding, so it'd probably be pretty economical to get it there. I think they probably charge a little bit more than the $9 that Fun. But it's the best battery you can get. And it's one of the few things that I can recommend from Retro Modding right now. So, or not Retro Modding, sorry. Funny Playing. It's one of the few things I can recommend from Funny Playing now. Because it's a little dumb. My left button a little stuck there. Too tight. Okay. Whoa. I need to get a new back sticker for the blue one. I like the Funny Playing version of it that is arguably better. Funny Playing version, and they have more color options for the lenses. So that's why I do them, for more color options, really. I honestly prefer the OLED kits. I just bought so many of the Funny Playing ones so long ago. I'm still finishing up my stock of those. But I absolutely hate doing the Game Boy Advance one. Not this, the SP M2 kit is kind of annoying with it now having a bracket instead of just some foam like this, like the good old days. They just make better kits in my opinion. Sometimes I do enjoy the colors of the Funny Playing kits a little bit, the extra frustration in my opinion. So is anyone else the stream jumping from one frame to another? Yeah, we're having some connection issues that we spent a lot of the beginning of stream trying to diagnose it, and I genuinely don't know what's going on. I apologize. It's just gonna be like every so often the stream is gonna cut out. I'm gonna grab a new back sticker and then we will put that on, test these, list them, and get on with our days. Okay, look at that. When I got up, it started buffering again. Hi, Mikey. Okay, stickers on. Pop this bad boy in there. Sounded great. Turned on like it should have. A, B. Right. Right's a little iffy. But I'll do that later because this stream is not going well. It's just like only kind of pushing back a little bit. Thanking Mikey again? That's awesome. I like the blue too. Let's see. Sounds working great here too. Cool. I'll read your Digilio? That was weird. It didn't register the first time I pressed left, but every other time it's good. Cool. And LNR are feeling good on this one. Cool. Pop that in a little bit more. And then, yeah, I'll just need to clean up the right shoulder here before I send that out. But both of these are good. I'll go ahead and list the orange SP real quick. Oh, someone bought something. I don't know if you're in here, but Carrie, thank you. Carrie bought the all black one, so now I'm down to 9 in stock after I put these in stock. Cool. I literally just made that another black one this week. Or last week. It was the most recent SP that I built. Okay. And add spice orange. What the? Spice orange should now be available on the website. What are you growling at, dog? Hey, I don't even know where you are. I don't know what you're growling at. And then I need to take a picture of this guy here. I will just do one a bit open. And then I will be getting nice new pictures of this right after I end stream. So because I've got another one to take pictures of. Actually, that's not true. I don't have another one to take pictures of, but I'll just do it after stream. Anyways, the clear blue one is available now if you're itching to buy it right now, but it will have better pictures up later. It'll look nicer on the website, but those are both done. I will have to clean the R switch a little bit later. I should really just clean them since I saved the power switches for stream now anyways. I might as well clean up the that much effort. But usually I kind of assume that the ultrasonic cleaner will do its thing. But I guess I don't take those little rubber things out, so it probably doesn't get very clean in there. Anyways. Oh yeah, I was gonna read. Wake up, mouse. I'm gonna read the comment. Hey Jake, I've bought a modded GBA on eBay and the D-pad is really mushy and feels really low quality. Is that normal? A little bit of both. Assuming you're not talking about the SP, the regular GBAs are membrane. All other Game Boy buttons are membrane based, so they're gonna be mushy. As long as your button presses are being registered, I wouldn't worry too much about it, because a lot of things that I run into is those membranes are too stiff, and then it also affects the button presses, and I don't like that. So you have some lower quality membranes, and it really depends on the price you're paying. I don't know how much you paid for it, but if you got it for a good price, like $150 or so, then yeah, they probably skimped out on some things, and so they're probably using lower quality parts. But as long as the membrane is being accurate, as long as the buttons are accurate, I would not worry too much about it. That's my answer to that. If you have any follow-up with that, then I can try. But typically, Aftermarket's just not going to be as good as the original. And it could also be an original, very worn down membrane. And original membranes can be more accurate than aftermarket sometimes. It just depends, again, on the quality of the membrane. But it could be an older, worn out original one. But again, as long as it plays well, unless it just really annoys you, the feel of it, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. Do the stream. Thank you, Mikey. You're not invited to game night anymore. Oh, Jake, question about the test cartridge. What ROM do you use for testing buttons? I tried several ones, but I didn't find the one you test, like your test ROM. That is a special one from Natalie the Nerd. She made this one special because I requested that the subscribe animation that I have be on it. And so I think I actually am the only person that has this style. This is an original Jake creation, and I would put the ROM out there, but I don't know if Natalie was okay with that. So I don't want to, because it is, I guess, technically her intellectual property. She did make that ROM from scratch, I believe. I just gave her the file for the subscribe animation, and then I paid her money for the physical cart and all the work she did. But yeah, it's just a basic button tester. Like, there's other button test ROMs out there that do more than this one, so I don't think it's anything special on that anymore. Buy a sweatshirt, retroremaster.com, or buy a t-shirt because it's almost summer. Or if you're in Australia, then you can buy a sweatshirt because it's almost winter. Okay. Yep, Mikey kind of got that. USB-C mods on the SP are the devil. I did have a USB-C mod not work the other day. That was fun, but that was more of the SP board, I think, than the actual USB-C mod. I don't know what happened. Stream, it's free and only takes a few seconds. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we've got 22 likes and 28 people in here. If you want to like the stream at the tail end here, that'd be great. No pressure, though. Thank you. I appreciate when people comment my videos, or compliment my videos, or comment on them too. I will try to see your GitHub if she releases the ROM. Thanks for the answer. You're welcome. Okay, I think that is about it for this stream. Also, silently watching the stream, Andrew, because you just bought the clear blue one. I will make sure this is working flawlessly for you. Well, I might include a little game. I have some GBA games. Don't tell anybody that I've been dropping in some orders, so you might get a free. It's not I don't have any good ones left, but you'll probably get a free included game since you've ordered so many things, Andrew. Thank you very much, actually. Anyways, I think that's about it. Now I have to mod 2 more Game Boys. Not on stream today, but yeah, if you want to join the mod squad, if you want to hit that join button down below, there should be a new video on the DMGBC. I won't elaborate any further, but that will be the video on Friday, if not sometime during the weekend. Actually, I should hopefully get that done before, because I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I should still be back for stream on Monday, though. I should hopefully be home on Sunday, but yeah. The second channel video tomorrow, I don't know what it is. There's a short on Wednesday. I'm posting every freaking day of the week now. There's some sort of content across the internet with my name. We got a stream on Monday. We got second channel on Tuesday. We got shorts on Wednesdays. We got Thursdays. It's just Instagram posts, but still sometimes new content, sometimes old content. And then on Fridays, second channel and or main channel video, and then Saturdays Instagram again, and Sunday nothing for you guys. like, and subscribe. Thank you all for coming out, and I will see you later, guys. That was a good snap. Oh, now I gotta find my mouse and the